Hey team, we talk a lot about testosterone. The one we don't talk about, we should talk about more and more and more, is the cousin or the bad guy brother. Testosterone is called estrogen. You have the male hormone testosterone, you have the female hormone called estrogen. Men, you have estrogen. Sometimes more than you should. And women, it's kind of different opposites, right? Men have like 15% estrogen and women have 15% testosterone. Well, thank God it's good, because we'd be really messed up if we we had hormonals that were the same. Estrogen. The problem with estrogen for men, and especially beef eaters, poultry, chicken, anything that mass produces as food, livestock, they feed that stuff and they make it grow. Chickens, eggs, with estrogen, not testosterone. Estrogen's cheaper. They give them shots, the cow gets big and fat, farmer makes more money, cattleman makes more money. Make the chickens big and fat, the pigs big and fat, everything big and fat. They get paid by the weight, the pound. So they give them injections, estrogen injections. Okay, great. So estrogen is going to the livestock. Then what happens when it comes to you, it's in the meat. It's like the hormone is in the meat. So that's why they say go organic. Because the hormones we're talking about is estrogen. And estrogen gets in the body, and it gets in the bloodstream, it gets in the system. And estrogen is the biggest culprit. Prostate cancer, breast cancer, any inflammation of the glands, cancer. Estrogen is the biggest common cause of cancer. So you talk to any doctor, especially cancer, they'll give you drugs to keep your estrogen levels down. Especially if you've had breast cancer, and my mother went through this, and they've gone on tamoxifen. And these are drugs that keep the estrogen levels down. So your goal is to keep your testosterone level up. That's the good hormone. Keep the bad hormone, cortisol, cholesterol. Although cholesterol is kind of in between. Cortisol and estrogen, you keep them down. So stress raises estrogen. Stress raises bad cortisol. Stress raises bad cholesterol. There's good and there's bad cholesterol. Cholesterol is actually good for you. Fat is actually good for you, but we don't want to store it in the arteries. Fat's good for your skin, it's good for your hair, it's good for your nails, and fat is a good source of energy, it's a long source of energy. Fat is actually good for you, but you don't want to store it. What stores fat is insulin. I'm doing one of these. Insulin. Remember that. It's not testosterone. Insulin is what causes storage of body fat. Testosterone keeps it down. That's why the athletes, all those bodybuilders, they're lean, they're ripped, they're shredded, because the testosterone level's high. They take, testosterone and it shreds them up. When I competed, same thing. What got me shredded was not so much my diet, but it was taking the hormones that burn the fat. You used to go down in Florida, you used to go to the South Beach, and you see all these guys who are shredded in great shape, and they don't even work out because they're on either some sort of hormone drug, or they're on different drugs that burn the body fat. And they got so many different drugs down in Florida that burn body fat, it's crazy. But this is what I'm talking about. You got to make sure that you keep your estrogen levels low. Okay, so that's my lesson on estrogen. Get your testosterone checked. Go to the clinic. Get some blood work. Say, Doc, I want to get a hormone panel. I want blood tests, and I want to see it, and I want to keep it. Once you get your blood work, take it home with you. It's yours. You can read it and keep it in storage to show maybe other doctors. So don't just say, oh, you're fine, and it's just a sign of old age, you'll be fine. Most doctors who know nothing about hormones just say it's old age and you'll be fine, you're fine. No, you're not fine. You know you're not fine. So take care of it. Don't just take the doctor's word, because he probably doesn't know a whole lot about hormones. Hormone therapy for doctors is recent. It's in the last 10, 15 years, and most doctors, who have studied years ago, they never even took a course in hormone therapy. They have a clue. So instead of saying, I don't know, they just say, you don't need it, you're okay. Don't worry about it. You're okay. All right. That's my 2 bits for the night. Take care, team. Stay strong.